UCLA beating USC 38-20. Going into this week, there was some conversation about Chip Kelly being out as head coach at UCLA. To which I say Chip Kelly should have arrived at his presser going, I have stomped out Hector and Helen at the house of Troy. Fire what? Fire who? Yeah, fire up that contract extension. I just handed Lincoln Riley his third L in November. That's who I am. I am a win next week and a win in the bowl game away from going 10 wins heading into Big Ten competition. That's who I am. I pulled Ethan Garbers up off the shelf and we went and got W's. That's who I am. I made the best assistant coaching hire anybody has made all year in Danson Lynn. That's who I am. Y'all need to keep his name out your mouth because Chip Kelly actually putting it on like he from South Central and not from Westwood. You heard what I'm saying, SC? Y'all supposed to be putting on for Cube. Y'all supposed to be putting on for Snoop. Y'all supposed to be putting on for Dre. But it's the Bruins back in Jackie Robinson, Kenny Logan that got it going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I'm going to back down for that just a little bit. But I did want to reference that because this game has had a lot to say about who gets to keep that job at UCLA. Now, 1980, Terry Donahue was looking at another loss to USC and had basically been told, if you don't beat USC, we will find a new head coach because we can't keep losing to the private school over there. We can't do that. No. So Terry goes and gets the W and then turns out to be the winningest coach ever in UCLA history. Nobody has been able to reel off as many victories in a row since then. And a lot of guys have seen a loss and their walking papers come very quickly thereafter. Carl Durrell, 2007. Rick Neuheisel got stomped out 50-0. He was told to walk. Jim Mora was told to walk on his birthday after losing this game. And going into this, Chip Kelly would have gone 33-33 with a loss, right? That's not great. That's not great. And rivalry games, he hadn't been particularly good, right? And everybody will tell you, first rule of being a college football coach is win your rivalry game. That's the one that's probably going to keep you in the job. You know what I'm saying? You win that game, you're okay. Matter of fact, Ryan Day has lost 6 games and won more than 50. And yet and still, I could call up an Ohio stand right now and say, if he loses next week, I need to think about firing him. Wild, not rational. But you know what? That's the same sort of irrationality behind people thinking that they should let Chip Kelly walk. No, Chip Kelly is a great football coach. He's been doing outstanding work there at UCLA, going into the portal, getting who he needs, not really going in to recruit, but that's never been his bag. That was Lau's bag. I understand. On the other hand, there's Lincoln Riley. Okay, all right. See how I said all the nice stuff about Chip Kelly? It's not going to be so nice with Lincoln Riley because these are just facts that I'm going to give you, okay? At Oklahoma, Lincoln Riley went 17-1 in the month of November. So much so that if you go search the tweets and you search the Googles, you will see Oklahoma coined the phrase Championship November because Lincoln Riley's football teams did not lose in the month of November. So much so that after he took his first loss in a rivalry game in November, he bolted to LA. Okay? That's how it was at Oklahoma. You looked at Lincoln Riley, you said, he's going to win games because the team is going to get stronger as it goes. They're going to hit a hiccup in October because that's what they normally do, and then they're going to finish strong in November. He is now 4-3 in the month of November at USC in just 2 years. He never lost more than 2 games in a single year at Oklahoma. He's lost 3 in a row. He's lost 5 of the last 6. They are 7-5 to end the year, and this is going to be the first month of November that Lincoln Riley has gone winless as a head coach. And he's been a head coach since 2017 with an absolutely phenomenal and sterling record. This is new territory for Lincoln Riley because people are like, hey, RJ, didn't he fire Alex Grinch? He fired Mike Stoops too. That team was fine. Not only did he fire Mike Stoops, he went and put his mentor, Ruffin McNeil, in the booth and went and won a Big 12 championship. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't it. I understand. A lot of people are going, well, when you fire the defensive coordinator, what do you expect? At Oklahoma, you could expect to win the Big 12 championship and to have the Heisman Trophy winner and the number 1 overall pick in Kyler Murray. You could expect to beat Texas. That's what you could expect at Oklahoma. At SC, you don't even get to beat UCLA. Think about that for a second. You're going to take a bad loss to Washington. Okay? Think about that. Utah's going to hand you your head at home. You're going to have to fend off woeful Colorado and Arizona in the same year. Lincoln Riley in 7-5 went on the table pretty quick. And I remember we were talking about it a couple weeks ago on the show and going, that's there for them because the Pac-12 has been so good and so deep. Like, there's only 2 really bad teams in that conference, but Stanford jumped up and bit somebody. Cal jumped up and almost bit SC, right? Arizona State damn near beat Washington. That's it. Everybody else can play some football in that conference. This was not the year for you to not bring your A game. And now that you got the Heisman Trophy winner, and you go 7-5 with the Heisman Trophy winner, I'm going to have to go look that up because I don't think that's ever happened, guys. I don't think anybody has had a Heisman Trophy winner at quarterback, like the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, and done 7-5. Now, if you're going to tell me that you expect to be good, that's great. We all expect to be good. I expect to be good. If you're going to tell me that you expect to grow tremendously, yo, dog, I'm 5'5", 130, and I ain't expected to grow tremendously to 6'5", 260 in about 20 years. So I can't tell you that. I can tell you I expect to grow to that, but you gonna believe me? And that's what I'm asking you. If you're an SC fan, what right now does Lincoln Riley get to tell you that you believe going into the Big Ten schedule that you're going to see, which, by the way, is daunting because SC also likes to schedule an FBS opponent for everybody they play. They're very proud of that record, right? This might be the year where you want to go get an FCS on so you can get 6-6. I know that Notre Dame went and scheduled Tennessee State, and there's some feelings about that, so y'all get to keep this moniker. But how much do you want to win and how much do you want to be traditional is really going to come to y'all. Because right now, SC is feeling a lot like A&M. Do y'all want to be SC more than you want to win? That's the question that I have for you. Because Lincoln Riley going to get a coordinator that might not marry well with what he's doing offensively doesn't seem like something he's going to do, but that just might be what it is. D'Anton Lynn is going to get a lot of questions about what he wants to do next year, including coach at UCLA. I know USC fans are arrogant enough to think they can just go across the street, get that dude from Westwood, but I don't think that's how that's going to work, guys. I don't think that everybody just leaves after losing to Oklahoma State to go see you. That's just not how that goes. However, where there's glitz and glam, you're going to see Lincoln Riley, you're going to see Caleb Williams. We might have seen Caleb Williams play his last bit of football in an SC uniform. If you like what you've seen, consider subscribing to the #1 college football show on YouTube, the Fox Sports app, or wherever you get your podcast.